Hello Libra, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting May 28th, 2017. And a quick reminder for you guys out there, remember, if you want to ever get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. That is where you can schedule a session or order a downloadable video file. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Libra? Well, we've got kind of interesting snags going on in the beginning of the week, but then things get really, really good, which is very interesting. Now, on Monday, we do have Mars, planet of action and energy, in Gemini, in your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, spiritual practice, as well as expansion, and even, personal promotion and broadcasting, forming an opposition with Saturn, currently retrograde in your 3rd house of communications, pacts and promises, helpful people, and all those things. And there may be an issue going on where somebody has screwed the pooch a little bit when it comes to somebody in your employ. If you have employees, or possibly somebody who works for you, whether it's a realtor, an accountant, a lawyer, something along those lines. Now, luckily it's not, just completely screwed, but we are catching a very, very difficult error, or maybe it's a clerical error or a mistake that they have made. And, it's important to get, to give this immediate correction. Now, this may, unfortunately, give us, due to Saturn retrograde, the understanding that this might not necessarily be the person who's right for this job, or at least not this particular situation. And that may make for an awkward conversation that we do need to have. On Wednesday, we do have Mercury, the planet of communication, forming in your, in your 8th house of shared resources and passive income, self-employment income, and all of that good stuff, forming a lovely connection to Pluto, currently retrograde in your 4th house of home and family. And this can be a wonderful boost to any kind of self-employment opportunities that you've been working on, home-based enterprises, cottage industries, or if you're trying to find a way to bring some extra money back into the home. This can also be a wonderful week for those of you who may be doing just fine yourselves, but are eager to learn some news about maybe the financial good fortune bestowed upon a friend, a family member, or possibly even a spouse or a partner that you do share money with. And there may actually be some additional security coming through that route and that avenue as well. You'll have to excuse me, I had Rambo on my lap for a couple of videos, and there's still hair flying everywhere because it's kind of warm and the cats are shedding. So what's going on here when it comes to your spiritual advice? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Elven Touch. And this card can indicate a need to pay attention on revivals and recoveries this week, bringing things back that we might have left for dead, or that we might have thought were gone and done, and we're just not working on them anymore. Something that's not been getting our time, something that's not been getting our energy, but something that, honestly has proven itself to be viable and workable and worthy. Is there, is there a tool we no longer use? Is there an activity or a project, or possibly even just sort of, I guess you could say, a vocation or a service that we offered that we just stopped offering, but, honestly was kind of our bread and butter for the longest amount of time, metaphorically speaking. This may actually be a week where you kind of realize where we may need to get back to basics, or at least let that pendulum swing that way, because we may have gone too far in another direction and it needs to balance itself out. For your Earth sector, when it comes to work and finances, we have the King of Wands reversed. And again, very important to pay attention to when, this card can show up again, where somebody who, for all intents and purposes, may be trying to do something good for us, is not doing it well, or is not doing it the way it should be done, or is not doing it in a way that's going to have a successful outcome. Because the King of Wands reverse can indicate somebody who could be a bit of a flake, or somebody who may not necessarily be able to live up to their boasts. And the King of Wands reverse is showing that evidence of that is becoming very, very clear. Now, we may want to have all the faith in the world with this person. This could be a really close friend or client or boss. We don't want to necessarily just discharge them. We don't want to burn a bridge, but giving them the benefit of the doubt from this point on is not the answer either. And the King of Wands reverse can indicate a need for some immediate correction. Now, the good news is with the King of Wands reverse, I think that you are giving them a bit of a relief. I think they know they can't do it. Everyone's going to be relieved when you just replace them. Don't worry about, the future in this sense. Don't worry about it. You do need to actually have that happen. The King of Wands reverse can also indicate another member of our team needing to be replaced by somebody better. They may feel a little bit jilted, but it's still good for you. And every once in a while that happens. Every once in a while you just, somebody more powerful, capable, and qualified shows up because they match the vibration we're at now, not where we were even a month ago. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the others in your life, we do have the Fool card reversed. And this card is not necessarily a bad card to get reversed. It just kind of indicates that when it comes to friends and relatives, it may be kind of hard to get somebody to embrace an inevitable new beginning. Whether it's a move, whether it's a change in direction, the way you want to handle this friendship, or this, maybe it's a collaborative project you're on, or maybe a change in direction in the way you wanted to handle a relationship. The Fool card reverse honestly, it's a very neutral card. It's not good, not bad, and that doesn't mean it's bad. For those of you who may do black and white a little bit, don't do that. Because the Fool card reverse can indicate where we actually have an opportunity to win somebody over. But they may be a bit jaded, they may be a bit worried, they may be a bit doubtful, or, of us, or what our proposition is. Don't take it personally, you can still win them over, but just understand maybe their trepidation isn't something that is personal after all. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Queen of Cups reversed. This card can indicate that there is going to be a need to pay attention to where there may be somebody around us who is really taking advantage of us by being as frail and pitiful as they possibly can. Now that might sound really mean, but the Queen of Cups reverse can often show up for somebody who does know how to play that career victim card. They love to get up on the cross. And, the Queen of Cups reverse can show up as a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, or somebody with a heavy amount of that energy in their chart, most likely female, because I am holding a queen, but it could easily be male. And the issue that tends to show up is this person is starting to take more time, energy, and resources than they are due or deserve. And it almost feels like a different kind of toxic relationship. Some people maintain control by being as needy and frail and dependent as possible. Sometimes they're not always like really aggressive dictators. Sometimes they're really high maintenance and passive. And I think that this week, this may be a friend or a relative or somebody even on a team that you're on that you have to notice is becoming more of a dead weight. And again, a lot of it this week just seems to be saying that. How do we revive ourselves? How do we fix something? How do we get something better? We have to pay attention to where we may have surrounded ourselves with a less than ideal support system or group or team. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Wheel of Fortune upright. Really good way to end the reading because this is a beautiful, beautiful energy for love and romance for the Libra people. We still got Venus moving through your 7th house of partnerships this week. And with the Wheel of Fortune upright, you could actually meet a very, very nice new person strictly by chance. Every once in a while you think about, oh, did I bump into that person at the grocery store? I was returning a book at the library, or, I accidentally fed a fender bender and they were really cute. That's kind of how the Wheel of Fortune upright works. You're not going to get into a fender bender. But the Wheel of Fortune, interestingly enough, does say random happenstance will actually be, it'll be all the more likely this week that you Libra rising, Libra moon people would meet somebody in the most odd and unexpected of ways. And it is something that is more than just a chance. Now, whether this turns into a loving relationship because we both want it, fabulous. If you just want to keep him as a friend because you've already got somebody, that's okay too. The Wheel of Fortune upright, for those of you who are lovers, who are in a committed partnership actually, does say your partner will have their fair share of good luck this week. And again, some unexpected good news or an unexpected breakthrough that we've been counting on is happening to and for them. And so maybe that's that celebration we talk about later on in the week. So that's your horoscope, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.